What is up, guys? SideStrafe back again, bringing you some POV airsoft footage with commentary. And this time we've got another round of vampire mode in play. Got my buddy Greg, aka Warheart, operating the camera. He's actually a non-combatant this round, just strictly operating this camera. And this is Rico up here. He's basically engaging some targets. Looks like it was 12 o'clock. And again, vampire mode, basically you start solo. Your idea is to eliminate opponents, tag them in, and create teams until everybody's assimilated onto one team. Now Rico's not sure of his other engagements. He was fighting with somebody up front. However, he's hit in the back. He was not watching his six. This is actually me coming up here. I managed to get a couple taps on him, and now I tag him in. We create one of the first teams of the round. So he's letting me know where his targets are. We're engaging. Basically trying to watch his flanks, keep that barrel down, and then move it back up when he's out of the way. He's creeping in this palmetto. He's hit. Single shot from a bolt-action sniper rifle. I'm not sure where he's at. I'm looking to my left. That's the only sound that I may have heard. Again, those bolt-action sniper rifles are really quiet, hard to hear, difficult to tell where your shots came from. In this case, I'm thinking, well, I'm going to go try to tag him back in. Shot came across my body. I'm firing some blind fire into that left brush there. Managed to take him out. Rico goes in for a tag, brings in a sniper to our team. Luckily, the advantage I had there was the fact that I had a full auto rifle. We now have a three-man team. We are now rolling in. I'm going to stay on that six for a little bit. Watch. Check the flank. Rico's still on point. As you can see, we got our sniper now. He joins the team. We're on patrol. Shots fired. I'm engaging over to the right. Now at this point, I'm not sure if I actually took down a target. In some cases during Vampire, we'll take a target out and we'll leave them there for a while until we can actually verify that there's nobody that's going to be in our way of getting that tag. We're going through this palmetto. Now, as you can see, it's really difficult to find targets in these woods. Very dense forest, and this palmetto is probably the noisiest plant on the planet, so it's really hard to move without being detected. But we're just trying to keep a low profile here. We decide to move in, check down that road. Shots fired. Rico is dry. He's going to pull back for a reload while I'm going to stay at that road and cover. At this point, we see our sniper back up at the front. It looks like he may have taken out the last opponent. They're giving an all clear on that game, so that was basically it. Our team wins that round. Now here we're basically in the middle of another vampire mode gameplay, which, by the way, typically happens at the end of the day, where we try to just get in some really quick games. And Rico's down prone here, engaging. Shots are being fired. Target to the 12 o'clock of the cameraman. Shots fired. Rico moves in for a tag because he took out that target. He does a jump over the hill, a jump and tag. And it looks like that target was me. So he actually got some payback on me that round. He moves around on the back there, going into the brush. I'm still looking at that road though. So now we've created another team yet again. So we're going to move in. I'm going to follow Rico into this woods here and try to engage some more targets. Contact front. We're going to pull up high ready. Engaging midfield there at that crossroads. He's down. That player more affectionately known as Meat Shield. We move into this brush here to bring in another player, Jose, who was taken out earlier. We now have a 3-man team. As you can see, Jose here is actually sporting some stylish headgear. Difficult guy to see in the woods. We're now basically discussing where we need to move from here. Shots are still being fired. Sound like from the flank. Rico appears to have a weapon malfunction or reload at this point, so we're going to fast forward a little bit here, as we did take some time to move up. Now, we did get split by a little bit of fire, which forced me to move left. I'm getting in behind a little bit of raised terrain here. Still pushing left. Forced to spread out via fire. So, I don't usually like to split from my team, but unfortunately this is the way it ended up. So I'm a little solo right here while Rico and Jose are still back over there clearing targets. At this point, I'm just checking my sectors, moving left. Shots are coming in. I run for some cover, take a dive, roll around, enter an urban prone position, basically laying on my side there. I then enter full prone. Meat Shield is still in the center. He's still out of the game, needs to be tagged in. I'm basically checking, keeping safe down behind that hill. I decide to move in. I'm going to try to go for a tag. Really staying very low to the ground, keeping that low posture, gun at the high ready, just trying to hug the terrain and keep a low silhouette. He's basically melting out in that sun, but I'm thinking maybe I can tag him in and at least get myself some reinforcements. As I pop up here, I try to keep my gun at the high ready just in case I need to engage in a pinch. Still clear, I go in for a quick tag, then I go back to the last safe cover that I think I can get. He then comes around my 6 there, so we're holding back here. As you can see, I'm still looking at one location basically because I think that's where I last heard some targets or may have seen some hostiles, so I'm still holding here. And it happens to pay off. As you can see, we've got some movement. 2 targets on the road. I'm waiting for the right shot. Shots fired. Laying it in, full auto. Double kill. That's 2 targets down. Verifying that there are no other targets. Shots are still being fired. I'm throwing in some more fire. Not sure what target I had at that point, but right now I believe I'm moving in for the clear. Now at this point I believe Rico did have to fall back in order to reload back at the main spawn point. I couldn't verify where Jose was at this point, so I'm basically still checking and making sure that my targets are still good. Meat Shield comes back in. So I'm thinking next point here is basically tag in these 2 individuals up front and get them onto my team. However, I do want to make sure that nobody else tries to tag them in, so that's why I'm holding back. We decide to move up a little bit here. And at this point I'm thinking my best bet is to run in and dive for cover as I tag this guy in. So I remember crashing into these trees here, holding a prone position. Those 2 guys are back in our team, so we basically have a good full force here. We finish off the game at that. That is pretty much it. I'm staying down.
I think that's it.
And we call it. Guys, this has been SideStrafe. Thanks for joining me. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, and let me know what you think and what you want to see in further Airsoft videos. And we'll be back for more. Take care, guys. See ya.